us have experienced some tragedy, and if we haven't, we will. And you can either let it destroy your life, or you can build upon it. You can permit it to let it hold you down, or you can decide, I'm not going to let that happen to me. I'm bigger than this. Make a declaration to yourself. Declare all-out war that you're going to get out of this rut. I don't care how good you are. I don't care how talented you are. I don't care how much you work on yourself. There are some times when things aren't going to go right. They just are not going to go right. There are times when anything that can happen will. Murphy's Law will be knocking at your door.
Give me the address and all the spelling, and I'll take care of it.
What?
Sounds great, Chris.
I'll send it.
Some of the best shooters can't hit baskets different times in games. They get in a slump. You may sit on the sideline and say, yeah, I just didn't hit a No, they continue to execute. I suggest to you that if you are facing the challenge, don't stop. Stay busy. Work your plan.
I'd rather have some pork cutlets, but just saying.
No, chicken cutlets.
Chicken cutlets.
Stay busy. And you're going to make dinner for us and the critic every other night. And says, I'm going to do this. I'm going to harvest my and I'm not going to let anything stop me. I deserve this. I'm going to do it until when you get into a tight spot, everything goes against you until it seems that you cannot hold on for a bit longer. Never give up then, for that is just the place and time that the tide will turn. Never give up then. That is so important. When you're working on doing the things you want to do and fulfilling your dream, and things happen, there are times when the energy feels so depleted that you want to give up, that it looks just totally impossible. And I can tell you from my own personal experience, don't give up then. That's when you've got to fall forward. Life is kicking dirt in your face. Don't give up then. That's when most people turn back. Most people will tuck their tails between their legs and they will run in the opposite direction and say, that's all right, life, I don't want this. All right? No. If you decide that this is what you want to do, you've got to become courageous to stand up within yourself, to face it and step forward. And ladies and gentlemen, that is what gives your life meaning. Decide you're going to become the active force in your life. Decide that you're not going to go through life feeling like a victim. Decide that when things become challenging, and they are, you're not going to personalize it, that you're going to look at it, and you do whatever you must do in order to work things out and learn from it.
Hey guys, how's it going? Hello.
Good, how are you?
Hello. I'm good. I'm good. How are you guys doing? Let's hear from some of you.
Hi, Angela.
Excellent.
Let me get the screen off real quick. I can clear out my my head right now. I'm seeing a million things. All right. Okay. So I'm excited to get going here. We want to get started right on time because we are ending on time. That's my new thing. Is being punctual and ending when I say I'm going to end. So we're going to work on that together here. Go ahead and open your chat boxes because I'm sure you're going to have thoughts or questions or comments, and I want to make sure that you guys are communicating with that chat box. So feel free to use that right now and tell everybody where you're from. I'll start. Hey. And I'm in Arizona tonight, back home. Hey, Andrea. Somebody figured out how to use chat. You look good, girl. Is that a dress you're wearing or just a really pretty blouse? You look so, whoa, hey. I never gonna get a show. Awesome. Cleveland is in the house. Bernie. Hey. Illinois. This is exciting. Getting bigger and bigger. All right, guys. So tonight we are talking about our 90-day game plan. Who got started today? Raise your hand.
Me.
Come on. You can give me some action. There we go. All right. So we are all excited. You know, one of the things that happens in a 90-day game plan, and I can say this from experience, is that, you know, you get started and your intentions are good and you're excited, and then you slowly start fizzling out. Anybody else experienced that before in their life, whether it's through this company or other areas? Hey guys. So this is normal, right? That's one of the reasons why this group and your team pages and the events are so important. You want to stay plugged in because you need those recharging events, right? Those events will recharge you. They will also help you to link arms with a lot of people so you have more support and more energy. Okay, so who has gotten an accountability partner? Raise your hand if you have an accountability partner for the 90 days. Not with like your health and stuff, but a separate one for this. Okay, good. All right, make sure that if you don't have one, you have one by the end of tomorrow. Okay, this is really, really important. And you can add to that support group as you go, but I want you to have somebody tomorrow that has your same values and standards and morals and will keep you pumped up and energized and excited, but also someone who has different strengths than you, right? So if you're super good at organizing, I'm looking for a partner. If you're really good at organizing and staying on task, I could use somebody. You know, so find somebody who has your strengths. Maybe you're not very tech savvy. You know, maybe you're really bad at like stuff with computers and contacts and emails and all that kind of stuff. Well, maybe you should find somebody who's good at that, you know, and they can kind of show you the ropes and help you, and you will help them. And that's really important, that it is a joint relationship and that you're both adding value to each other. All right. The worst thing you could do in this 90 days is hook up with somebody who is going to be an energy sponge, who is going to take and take and take from you and be a downer and just negative and doubtful and fearful and just kind of suck away at you. All right? This is really important, guys, who you're surrounding yourself with. Okay. All right. Everybody knows what I'm talking about, right? We all have them in our lives. All right. So it's honestly one of the most important things you can do in this job is have people that just, man, they get you excited. Every time you're around them, you just want to like run through walls, which I don't suggest. But you know, like you just are ready to go all the time whenever you're around them. Okay. All right. So enough of that. I don't want to get on a tangent. So we started today a social media blitz, and we're super excited about it because many of us need help with social media. All right. So for just a minute, I want to talk about funneling because I keep getting this question. You know, what is funneling? What does it mean? What are you talking about? And this is one of the biggest income producing activities that you can have in your business as a network marketer. So we need to understand it. Okay. Funneling is, let's go back to the very beginning. If our goal is to make 5 contacts a day, all right, that's my goal. I don't know what your goal is, but like 5 brand new contacts, whether that's people that I haven't seen in forever through Facebook, social media, emails, phone lists. Okay. They can be people that I know that I just haven't seen in forever. Okay. All right. So 5 contacts a day. Typically with me, they're complete strangers. So I love getting outside of my house. I love putting my phone in my pocket and just going out and meeting strangers because it's so easy to do. The front of your book. I got this, guys. That was energizing. Whoever that is, you can be my partner. That's scaring the heck out of me. Let me mute everybody for just a second. All right. If at any time you need to talk, just unmute yourself. And I'm going to go ahead and keep everybody muted. All right. That was like a studio. Like that was crazy. Okay. All right. Where were we? 5 contacts a day. So I like the stranger approach, and I want you to look at your 9-day game plan if you have it. In the very, very beginning, Kathy Coover has her message, and it was really inspiring for me to read this. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to be really truthful here. I've done a couple 90-day blitzes, and I've never actually read the entire book. So whatever. All right. It is amazing, guys. And I don't know if this is just like, I have like 4 of these books over here. This is the first one that I've read from front to back. And I don't know if they're all as good as this one, but this stuff is so good. I mean, every tool you need is in here. Everything. The forms, the new member stuff, like everything is in here. But I love what Kathy says. And how to talk to people, she kind of shared how she connects with people. And right here, I turned right to it. Awesome. She says, and I used it twice today. It was genius. Worked both times. I met a girl at the dog park. It's a great place to meet people. Dog people are cool, so, you know. I was at the dog park, and I met a lady, talked to her for a few minutes, and then I just simply said, because I practiced this morning, I said it exactly like Kathy Coover. I said, your energy is amazing. I would love to work with you. Can we connect on Facebook? She was like, yeah, that'd be awesome. Immediate connection. And the best part about it is I don't have to, like, beat around the bush. Like, we're going to talk business, right? Like, immediately, which is fun. That's kind of exciting. And the bonus is I get to say, by the way, our products are freaking amazing. Like, you're going to love them, you know? And so use that, guys. Kathy Coover knows what she's doing. There's been so many times that I've been trying to, like, create this conversation, and sometimes, like, most of the time, that's the better way to go, right? Have a really big conversation. But why not at the end of that conversation, whether it's long or short, say, your energy is amazing. I would love to work with you. Can we connect on Facebook? Well, what do you do? Well, you know, I'm in health and wellness. I own my own company, and I help a lot of people reach their goals. I would love to talk to you more about it. So if we can just connect, I can, you know, send you a link with some information, and then I can tell you all about it. And I'm sure you're going to have a lot of questions, but we can answer them. You know, I mean, it's that simple, guys. I got 5 contacts today. 3 of those came from using that line. Okay, cool stuff. All right, so here we are. We're making our 5 contacts a day. So you're throwing them into your Facebook. You're throwing them into your emails, your drip emails, whatever you have set up that works for you. Okay, and then what? Well, this is why the social media is so important. This is why posting and branding yourself is so important. Because if you are throwing all these strangers into your Facebook and then you're not doing a whole lot, like, they're going to know nothing about you. They're not going to be inspired, especially if all your videos are like cat pictures and random memes and, you know, random funny quotes. I mean, it's good and all, but we're building a business here. Like, we're creating an empire here. And so if they don't know what your brand is within the first 6 to 9 posts, then we have a problem. Because what we're trying to do is within 6 to 9 posts, they should be going, holy crap, who is this guy? Like, he's awesome. What is he doing? I've got to know more about this guy or this lady or whoever it is. This makes sense, guys? All right. And so that's why social media is so important. When we tell you to post twice a day, we're not trying to give you busy work. Like, like, it's important. We really, really want you to do this. There's a reason why at every single event, they have an entire section on branding and social media and how to post, because we're trying to show you this is one of the biggest income producing things you can do, is be so inspiring and so memorable that everybody who jumps onto your Facebook is like, wow, there's something about this person. I mean, what in the world are they doing? What an incredible life, right? Okay. So with this blitz that we have going on right now, we're basically giving you ideas of what to post. All right. We're not going to tell you what to post, because the last thing we want is everybody post the same thing and you have mutual friends and they're going, what's going on? Like, there's like some weird cult. They're all posting the same thing today.
Bounty is 2 times more absorbent. So one
is that me or you guys?
So you
we have a Bounty commercial coming on. Let's see here.
Long-lasting, quicker figure out.
We're going to go ahead and turn off my YouTube in case that's me. Sorry, guys. All right, but Bounty is great, right? Okay. All right. Okay, so the social media blitz, again, we're just giving you ideas on how to post. So they're very general. We want you guys to be creative and genuine and really stay true to who you are. Put some thought into this. You know, I know Erin is really doing her homework. She's talking to a lot of leaders in Isagenix that are good at social media branding. We're going to have Corey Kinnear training us in just a few weeks as part of our 6-week Zoom trainings that we have going on with One Team University. And she's amazing. And if nothing else, we'll be laughing the whole time. But we're setting you guys up for success. Okay. Use the pro page or your own personal business page. Use those pages to share your posts if you want any feedback. And be ready for feedback, right? We have to be ready to receive feedback so we can learn and grow and make ourselves better. Okay? So if you want ideas and you need help, post your stuff there and we'll help you. If you need people to reply on your post just to create some energy, you can at any time just say that. Say, it happened today, you know, can everybody get on my post and reply? And a bunch of people did. It was easy. It was simple. We're here to help each other. Okay? So use each other to create that energy and momentum. Okay, does anybody have questions on the blitz that's happening right now, the social media blitz? Any feedback? Feel free to unmute your phone and share. All right, any questions or feedback on the connecting, the 5 connections a day? All righty. Okay. All right. So moving past that. Yeah, go.
Oh, yeah. I think this is probably a good time for me to explain because I know some people don't really know the purpose of hashtags or why we're adding hashtags to the page.
Good idea. Go for it.
So the reason why we're putting the hashtags on the post is because every night before I post what the assignment is the next day, I am getting on and finding out what the top hashtags are across the entire world. So when we put those hashtags on our post, anytime anyone clicks on that hashtag, it will bring up your post. So people around the entire world will see your post. So it's just a really good way to bring people onto your page. If you have an Instagram, that's another way to add hashtags. So anyways, that's all. That's the purpose of hashtags though.
Awesome, Erin. Thank you.
Does that make sense?
Everybody shake your head. Yes, it makes sense. No, if it doesn't. All right, good. Thank you guys. The other thing with that, Erin, is just because of that trending. So for example, like the hashtag aftermath that we just used, if that's the trending hashtag in the world, Facebook recognizes that and it puts your post at the top of the page. So it's more likely to be seen if it has that trending hashtag on it. Okay, does that make sense? So we're not just being like weirdos with the hashtags, like there's actually a good reason we use them, right? And so if you notice, you know, people that have large followings on Instagram, they have tons of hashtags. And the reason why is because the more hashtags they have, the more people are seeing their stuff because they're all trending things. Good? Cool. Okay, any questions with that? Okay, good. So
I do.
Yes, go for it.
Hey, okay, so really quick, explain to me if something is trending, okay, just say Blizzard is trending, and I have a picture, somehow I want to change, like, do I use a picture of snow or something like that, and then I use that hashtag, but also have the post relate to Isagenix or living free or that type of thing, right?
Yeah, well, that's where you kind of get creative with what's going on. I mean, I literally will, I mean, I spend, sometimes it's just inspired and I just like know exactly what to do. Sometimes it takes me a while really thinking about it. You know, if you know, the debate is happening right now, you know, like in the US right now, we have the debates going and maybe, you know, the Republican debate is the big trending hashtag at the time. Well, maybe creating a post about freedom living and having real solutions real solutions to help real people, during this crazy economy or whatever it is. Maybe talk about that a little bit and be able to use that hashtag and then have, an inspiring picture with a really cool quote. Does that make sense? So you just got to get creative, figure out a way. I mean, if it's Super Bowl, it could be a healthy snack options while you're watching the Super Bowl. Hashtag Super Bowl, hashtag staying healthy, whatever it is. Just be creative and try to incorporate it. Obviously it's going to be a little bit weird if the hashtag has nothing to do with your post.
Okay, so this might sound dumb, but
right.
so this might sound dumb, but you create a cool post that goes with a hashtag. What's the point? Like, what's going to happen from that? Are you going to get like people to follow you or ask you questions or connect with you or?
Yes. Yeah.
Check.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
You're creating curiosity.
Yeah. Yeah. Especially if it's something that's like, boom, like, whoa, what is that? Like, it makes people stop and think, they put in the hashtag Super Bowl and there's all these like football fans and all this crazy stuff. And all of a sudden it's like something really healthy or a family sitting down watching Super Bowl, but it's like healthy snacks. Maybe that's different than everybody else. And so you just created curiosity. Like, what is she doing? What do they do?
Yeah.
Especially if they're all feeling crappy after eating their Doritos and nachos,
Soraya, to give you an example, so the hashtag, one of the top trending hashtags is raw. And so that's on the assignment for tomorrow. And when the hashtag raw is actually like raw eating. So it was a lot of like fresh fruits and veggies and, clean eating and stuff. But the post is actually about like overcoming obstacles. It's being raw, like being real. And so we're using it in a different way than maybe the top trending way is. But because we're using a top trending hashtag, it's going to draw people to you.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
I got it. Sweet.
That was an awesome explanation, Erin. Good job. Okay. Good questions, Raya. These are good questions. Anybody else have any questions on that before we move on? Oh, Debbie, I wanted to answer your idea. So when we talk about cross-posting, now, guys, if there's something you don't understand, somebody in this group or team is going to be able to answer your question later on, like really explain it. Also, what I have found is that I don't care what the question is, like anything, any question in the whole world, just come up with a crazy question, put it in Google, and there is some smart guy that's videotaped that answer. I promise you, it's yet to fail me. So, cross-posting. If you don't know how to cross-post, put it in Google. How do I cross-post? I swear there'll be a guy with a camera explaining it exactly to you. Okay, so cross-posting is basically when you're using different social media formats. So I do almost everything in Instagram. Everything I do is basically through Instagram. But when you go do something on Instagram, so I do a post, a picture, I write something, I do my hashtags, it gives you the option to share it, to cross-post. So I can send it to Twitter, I can send it to Facebook. And so in one place, I'm able to send my post everywhere. And that's called cross-posting. Okay? You do it for one place, but it goes to everywhere. Right? So all my Facebook posts, if you notice, it always has a little Instagram thing in the box because it's saying that it came from Instagram. Okay? That's just making our work easier. Instead of going to each place and doing it individually, one place, one stop. Okay? That's good, Jen. I was checking it today too. We had a lot of people using the fun day, and that was a lot of fun to see everybody's posts and great way too for you guys. Just put in a hashtag in your toolbox, in your Google box, whatever it's called. I don't know, the search bar. Told you I'm not good at this stuff. If you put it in there, what?
So I have a quick question, and I don't know how to type it out because I don't know if it'll sound right.
Okay,
so when you talk about cross-posting, there are some trainers that say you don't want to do Instagram because nobody's really connecting. Does that just mean you just don't want to leave it on Instagram only because it shows up on Facebook? Okay. Yeah. A few trainers are like, don't get off Instagram because nobody's connecting there. But So that always confused me.
Yeah. Well, I know what they're saying, but I've had 4 enrollments from Instagram, so I would beg to differ.
Okay.
You know, it has to be memorable. They have to be posts that people stop and look at.
All right.
You know, and every once in a while, I'm telling you, you're going to get somebody that's like, hey, what are you doing? Because you do direct messaging on Instagram. But the point is don't use one avenue. Use lots of avenues. Okay? There's no reason not to.
Gotcha. Cool. Thank you.
You're welcome. Yes, I would never bank on one thing. Okay. So if you put in the hashtag in your search bar, everything that is hashtag with that will pop up like Erin was saying. And so you guys can look at each other's posts. You can see what other people are doing, get inspiration, get ideas. All right. That's just a good way to kind of help each other out. Cool. Okay. So that is really what we're doing, guys. I think we kind of explained it pretty well, but if you have any questions, let us know. Your commitment really needs to be to do the 2 posts every single day. And it's important that you stay within those time frames because that's when most people are on Facebook. And if you do it during the middle of the day, you know, you can put something random out in the middle of the day, a picture, a funny quote, something silly, but things that happen in the middle of the day aren't seen as well. They get buried really fast, and you really want people to see what you're doing. And so you want to post at the beginning of the day and at the end of the day, where most people are actually on social media, okay? All right, let's do this every single day for the next 2 weeks and see what happens as you start branding yourself. Don't be scared to live out loud in a big way, to really put a lot of thought and effort into these posts. Don't shortchange yourself by just throwing up anything. You know, really put thought into it about who are you, what's your brand, what's your mission, what's genuine to you, and then do that. If you're doing posts that I would do, maybe it's not genuine to you, and so people that follow you are going to be like, that's not her stuff. Like, that's just weird. Like, she doesn't say that kind of stuff. You know, if you see something you love, make it yours. Don't just share other people's things. Make it yours. Copy, paste, put your own picture. Like, make it yours, because the last thing you want are all your followers following me or following David Norrie or following Chris Harder because you're reposting their stuff with their name on it, right? Post your stuff. You need to be the inspiration, right? You want people to follow you, not them. Okay? Good? If you're happy, notify your face. Okay, good. Okay, so that's really it, guys. 5 contacts a day, 2 posts on social media, and then finally, one of the best things you can do for yourselves and for your team is commit, no matter, I don't know what your peaking page is or your health page or whatever you have going for your teams, commit to be in those pages every single day. Commit to post, you know, to reply, not necessarily post, but to reply and comment, you know, 5 to 10 times every single day. What you're doing is you're adding value to your group, to your team. You're being a team player. And when you add value to your team, the energy goes up, momentum is increased. Other people that are just kind of watching and looking, your prospects, are seeing the amazing support and success that you have as a team. And they want to be a part of that community. All right? That right there, that love and support is one of the most valuable things that your team will create. And you can't do it alone, and they can't do it alone. Each one of you has to commit to adding value and being a part of that. Also, when you're doing that, those that you're enrolling, your associates, they're going to see you do it, and they're going to duplicate you. They're going to do it too. Whereas if they don't see you in there, they're not going to be in there. All right? And I'm telling you, the most successful people in this company are the ones that came from those pages, from your pages, the ones that started commenting and replying and supporting other people. Those are your horses. Okay, those people that are commenting and replying and posting, those are your horses. They're creating, they're adding value without even being asked to. All right? Okay, so make sure you guys are committing to do that. And that's really it for this week. I'm excited to see how this first week goes. I know we still have free enrollment, so make sure you're using that, leveraging that. Make sure you are getting your accountability partner, that's happened, and I would love to see who your partner is and love to see their goals. And And I think that's it. Please ask questions in the page. Ask your leaders questions if you want to get them, brought in here. Every Monday, we're going to be here talking for 30 minutes, and we'd love to answer all the new questions that are coming up. So if you don't get us feedback, we can't address those things. Okay? If you guys want to share your success stories and things that are happening, be prepared, because next Monday, we want to spend at least 5 minutes hearing from you guys. What's going on, what you learned. I would love to hear about the prospects you made by using Kathy's question. Just really use that question, getting in there fast and getting that contact information right off the bat. Okay? So think about that and be ready to share next week. Let's inspire each other. Okay? Everybody good? Supposed to do 2 posts, the same hashtag each day. Erin is posting 2 assignments, one for the morning, one for the evening, and they each have their own hashtag. So the first post has its own hashtag, and the last post has its own hashtag. Okay? All right, guys, good night. Keep it going. I promise that I will have the same energy and excitement today in 90 days as I do today. All right? Commit to each other to have the same energy in 90 days as you do today. All right? Commit right now. Let's all be endurance athletes, endurance business builders. Go all the way. Okay. Good night, guys.
Commit. Thanks, Trish.
Bye, everybody.
All right,
Thank you.
Good night, guys.
Thanks. Good job being here, everyone.